Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CxO Real Talk Breakfast Show, where we get real with C-levels, entrepreneurs, marketers, and more. I'm Patricia, the host for our fourth episode, and today I'm joined by our very special guest, Dave Chong. So, Dave, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Dave Chong. I'm the Group Vice President for IQI, and I'm also the founder for a company called Mikey Global, Sunran Berhad. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you, Dave. So, Dave, you're the Group Vice President of IQI Global. You're also the founder of IQI Elite One Group.
Yep, correct.
Yes, so actually we did a bit of small background research. You started off as an engineer.
Yep.
Yes, so and now you're a real estate agent. How did that happen?
All right. When I was working in London, actually I worked in London as a civil engineer for 2 years, and then at that time I was thinking, I do not want to have this kind of lifestyle whereby every day I wake up at 7 o'clock, go to work, and then come back at like 6 o'clock, and sometimes even OT until night. So I told myself, this is not the lifestyle that I want. So I want to start a business. That's whereby in year 2010, I had made a decision. So I quit my job and I came back to Malaysia to start my own business. So during the first few years, I was working in the bird nest business. Bird nest is kind of a Chinese delicacy. So I actually invested in bird houses and also do bird nest trading. So in the first few years, I actually made some profit. So I invested that profit into real estate. And at that time, I was receiving good rental income. So I thought, wow, real estate is the way to go. And the agent who sold me the properties actually brought me into IQI. And that's how I started my career as a real estate agent.
Wow, so you went from customer to client.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Investor to agent.
Investor to agent. Yeah. And now you're still investing also.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so actually we brought you in today because previously you shared to us about how you utilize AI tools for your company. So can you share more about that?
All right. In our company, in our team, we do a lot of marketing work. So in marketing work, we need to do something like copywriting, we need to take videos, we need to produce photos, and these are all very, you take a lot of time to do all this kind of work. So then we realized that there's these tools powered by AI called ChatGPT. So, and we tried that and it works really, really well. Let me give you an example. For example, if you want to produce a marketing script, you need to hire a copywriter. But right now, the AI can actually do it for you within like seconds.
Yes.
Within seconds, you can produce very high quality professional script for all your content. That's how we started with the AI tools in our company.
And then previously you also shared about how you created your own website as well for AI. So how did that happen?
I came across a YouTube video showing a programmer using AI to generate programming code. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. So I tried it myself. And right now with GPT, with some of the AI tools, you can actually generate professional code to design your website. For example, for people who do not know how to design a website, you can simply go and ask the AI, design a website for me. And then they will come up with the code. You just follow the instruction, copy the code into your code editor, and then you run the code. Then you already have a website. So for people who have no clue about programming, right now with the AI tools, you can actually become a programmer. Says we actually utilize the we call it ChatGPT 4 right now to program for us. We can program our website. We can program our web application, even mobile applications.
Wow, so ChatGPT, aside from copywriting, they can also do coding.
They can. They are very good coder. Bug-free code.
Yes. We're all going to lose our jobs.
Not really. I would say if you embrace AI, you improve your own efficiency and productivity. I don't think AI is going to take over a lot of jobs, but instead, I think it will improve the productivity and efficiency of a lot of people.
But actually, because you are an entrepreneur yourself, right? I believe that there's actually a lot of like businessmen, bosses who are not very interested with like their employees using ChatGPT and AI, because if I hire them, then what's the point of them using AI if I can use AI myself?
You can think of it in another angle. Right now, I engage a copywriter. Maybe 1 week he can come up with 3 articles, but with the power of AI, 1 week maybe now he can come up with maybe triple 9 articles, even like 12 articles or even 20 articles. So, okay, the same amount of money that you pay, but you receive a lot more values with the help of AI. And it will improve the performance of the company as well. Yep.
Then why should they also like, because like now they have AI, why should they still have their employees?
They need people to operate the AI.
Okay.
AI
So those
can't
people
really-
know how to use those AI better.
Yes. So there's this job called prompt engineering right now, meaning they call themselves prompt engineer, meaning they can actually talk to the AI to produce high quality stuff out of the model, the AI model. So I think employee right now, okay, they should really go and learn how to embrace AI, how to use AI to increase their own productivity. So for bosses, you still hire the same group of people, but instead with that group of people, maybe the productivity is double.
Okay.
That's my thought. So it will not say, okay, because with AI right now, I don't hire a copywriter.
Yeah.
I do not hire a photographer or videographer. The job is still required for the business. The AI is just a tools to help the company to increase their productivity. That's my
Okay.
thought. So
Understood.
bosses will say, oh, I want to lay off everyone.
Yeah, that's why.
You still need someone to operate it. You can't be sitting down in front of a computer and prompt the AI every day, right? You
Yeah.
need someone to operate the AI. Yep.
Just now you mentioned about prompt engineering. Is that a new role, or is that something that like copywriters, marketers can pick up? Is it a role, or is it like a new skill that we
It
need
is a new skill, but with this skill set, in US or around the world, there's this new job title already called prompt engineer. Yeah, it's a new title.
Wow.
So meaning people who can engineer the prompt. A prompt means something you key in into the AI
Damn.
to tell the AI what to do.
Okay, wow. That's
So
like
everyone can become a prompt engineers. Yep.
new skill to learn, everybody. Prompt engineering, look it up. But like, is it accessible to everyone right now, or like that particular skill?
Yep, it's accessible to everyone because first of all, the 2 main big players in the market right now that can do AI, one is OpenAI, which is recently acquired by Microsoft. The second one is Google. So with OpenAI, we have something called ChatGPT, where I think a lot of people are using right now ChatGPT. And there are 2 versions. One is the free version, so everybody can go and just sign up an account and use it for free. And there's a paid version, which is $20 per month. We call it a ChatGPT Plus account, whereby you get access to a more powerful model called GPT-4, whereby it's like the graduates of AI, whereby the GPT-3 is like the secondary, maybe high school student. It's much more powerful. And the other one by Google is called Bard, B-A-R-D.
BRD.
Yeah, BARD is also free, and now it's available to everyone free of charge. Even in Malaysia, you can just go to bard.google.com and access the model, and then it can do very similar things to ChatGPT.
That's
So
good.
I would say everyone will have this opportunity to explore AI. Yeah, you don't need to spend money; it's free.
Okay. So aside from chat GPT, right, there are like so many things that AI covers. Like, do you have like tools for like different what are some tools that you use for like different areas, like maybe design or videos or like other things?
Yep. So in the AI space right now, the most powerful one is called the large language model, whereby the ChatGPT and also Bard is using, meaning you give in a text, he'll reply you in text format. That is good for like copywriting, writing code, and everything that is related to text-based thingy. Okay. And on top of that, now there are models that can generate images. If you can try out Bing Image Generator, it's based on the OpenAI model as well. It's called DALL-E 2.
DALL-E tool.
Yeah, DALLE, DALL-E 2, and it can generate very beautiful images. And on top of that, there are open source models. What is open source? Meaning it's free, it's built by the community. One of the example is called Stable Diffusion, whereby you can just install it in your PC and run it locally. And that one, you can generate very beautiful images. And with the open source community, you can download the model for Stable Diffusion. You can generate anime style images. You can generate realistic people in Stable Diffusion. You can generate cartoonish styles. Any style. There are a lot of information online whereby right now, whatever you can imagine of, you can generate, and that's free of charge.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
so
like
that's for
literally anything. So I can like, say like I want to replace you here with Barack Obama.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. Literally, you can change the face of my face to another person's face. You can change my face to a cartoonish face or so. And then on top of that, you can use it, like for example, architect. If you want to generate a beautiful image of an interior design or 3D rendering of an image, you can do that. They can generate very, very beautiful architectural style images. And then if you want to generate something very funny, maybe a horse in the space, you can do that also with Stable Diffusion. That's for images. And right now, I think AI is also venturing into video, but it's not very matured yet. You still can't, like with one keywords, you can generate very beautiful videos, but it's improving. I believe in a very short amount of time, people can just type, let's say a cat walking down the street, and then you can generate a video of a cat like walking down the street, no issue. People are doing that right now, but the quality is not there yet. But in fact, in 1 or 2 years' time, I think it'll be there. Yep. So text, image, videos, and of course music.
Music. Yes, recently there's a music like that's AI generated that went wild or something, right? And it won a prize.
Yeah. In fact, there are a lot of musics being generated by AI right now. Yeah, it can generate background music. It can even generate a real person singing, generate vocal also.
Yes, I've been seeing that on TikTok a lot. Like they do AI generated voices of, let's say, Ariana Grande doing a song by this like K-pop idol. Like Ariana Grande doesn't even sing like in Korean, but she's singing now in Korean.
Yes, yes. You can also record your own voice. Okay, train the AI model, and then it can generate your voice. For example, if I'm not a very good singer, I can record certain sound, and then the AI will generate my voice singing.
Damn.
That can be done. Yeah, really.
Damn. So
very
like
realistic.
anybody can sing now lah.
Yes, everybody can sing.
For real, anybody can
Yes.
sing.
Yes.
Okay, so like how do you think that all this, like, because in Malaysia we are still trying to familiarize ourselves with AI. So what's your advice to businesses that are trying to get on AI?
Well, first of all, I think the bosses or the founder of business need to be embracing AI. They need to open up their mind and have this understanding that AI is not going to take over jobs. It's only going to be a tool to improve productivity. Once they acknowledge this, then they can start playing around with tools like ChatGPT, Bart, Notion AI. There are a lot of tools out there that can increase productivity. So to kickstart, just go to the website and play around with it.
Yeah, we should all do that.
Yes, we should all do that. It's very fun.
Maybe I'll do that during my work hours for company purposes. Yeah.
Of course.
Well, actually, I'm actually quite curious about this. So you have a background in engineering,
Yep.
and now you're in AI. So how was that? Did you have any background on AI, or did you self-learn AI?
During the MCO, I actually learned programming myself. I learned JavaScript, I learned React framework, I learned about backend. So when the AI news come out, I go and study online, and I ask ChatGPT on all these things on AI, and then they can give answers on what to do. So first of all, OpenAI have the backend API. API is an application program interface, whereby you can connect to their backend and use their technology on your own projects.
Okay.
So I did some study online. I also registered some courses in some of the online courses website, and then I self-studied about it. So now we are able to connect the API into our own websites
Oh wow.
to customize the AI to do things for us. Yeah, self-learn.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
Then with this, do you think like what are some challenges that you have faced while self-learning AI?
Well, right now, challenges is how you can foresee where this AI is going. And then you have the foundation right now to prepare your team and prepare your company for what is coming. For example, now there's something very useful to companies and useful for teams is the custom knowledge base AI.
Okay.
So right now, all the big language model out there, for example, OpenAI, ChatGPT, or even Bard, is trained on a data set until 2021.
Yes.
So if you ask them questions about custom knowledge, for example, who is IQI or IQI policy, they wouldn't know because their information is obtained from the internet. So if it's not in the internet, they wouldn't know. But how do we make use of the language model power on our own custom knowledge? So a lot of people are doing research on that, and I'm also working on that also. So this is also a big challenge because why? You need to let the model know your company custom knowledge. So you must link these two together.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now it's already working, meaning you can actually index all the documents about your company
Okay.
and then link it with the model.
Okay.
And then the model, meaning the OpenAI model or the Google model, can actually interact with your own index, with your own custom knowledge database. And this is going to be very useful and very big. Why? Imagine right now there's a new, let's say, real estate agent that come into this industry,
Okay.
and he knows nothing about these industries. So before the AI era, the team leader or the tutor or need to train him on all the real estate knowledge, on the policy
Yes.
of the company. But right now, imagine you can just sit in front of a computer, and then there's an AI teaching you about everything about the company.
Everything. Okay.
You ask, okay, how do I sell a property? They give you all the steps. Then you can ask questions like, what is a freehold property or what is a leasehold property? And then the AI can just answer you professionally. So it actually saves a lot of time and resources, the human resources, on training new people.
Okay.
AI itself can take over this role of a tutor, of a coach, or even a team leader.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for employees, normally they need to read through some booklet about the company policy.
Yes.
Right now, you can have an AI orientation, whereby the AI can just teach you everything about the company. And if you do not understand anything or you have questions regarding certain areas, you can just ask and then they will answer you professionally. So I think this is a big direction whereby a lot of company need to look into.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how is that? Cause like while I'm listening to this, like so you're connecting your company website, is it?
It can be website, it can be PDF documents, it can
To-
be text documents.
To a certain AI
Yep.
website, which is like you say what OpenAI and all that,
OpenAI,
is it?
Google Bot.
Okay, so there are tutorials online to help out with like businesses to teach them how to connect these things.
This is still quite new, so it requires certain programming knowledge. But if you ask ChatGPT, it will also be able to teach you on how to do that.
Okay.
But companies, I think right now they need to engage professionals to do this.
Okay. So yeah. I'm not sure if I should be asking this, but what is if you're comfortable, what is a prompt that you would use on ChatGPT to help out in this area?
In this area,
Yes.
oh, one promise, you just ask him, I want to use ChatGPT on my company custom knowledge database. What should I do? They
Okay,
will
so
come out
very
with the
simple
answer.
like that.
Very simple.
Okay.
That's why it's called the natural language model, whereby you can just ask anything using layman language.
Okay.
You don't need to be very professional. You just talk to ChatGPT like a friend, and then they will give you the answer.
Okay. Then for like, let's say for your team members, like we are just like, normal employees, normal people. We want to learn how to use AI, or we want to set up our own website. How hard is it? Is it hard, especially if you don't have like programming knowledge of any sort?
On the programming side, okay, you need to have certain basic knowledge about programming,
Okay.
so that you know what questions to ask ChatGPT.
Okay.
Yeah, but right now you don't need to be the professionals, like very good programmer. Even with just a bit of programming knowledge, ChatGPT will guide you along the way. But of course, if you have zero knowledge about programming, then it's going to be a bit tough. So my advice to a lot of people is that, maybe just go online and pick up some courses, basic coding courses, and then that will get you started.
Okay. Now, what are some courses that you took just for people to, just.
There are a lot of websites that provide good courses. For example, there's this website called udemy.com.
Udemy.
Udemy.com. You just search maybe JavaScript or React or Python. Then there are a lot of good courses in there, which is not very expensive. Maybe like $20-25 you can get a 50 hours online course. Whereby that if you go to a proper institute to study, that will cost you like 10 or 20,000 ringgit Malaysia. But for online courses, it costs you like 10-20 bucks.
So for like younger people, do you think they can pick it up from like YouTube? And if they can, do you have any recommendations of like any influencers on like AI that they can like look up?
In fact, yeah, a lot.
A lot.
You just go YouTube and you search learn JavaScript.
Okay.
There are thousands of results out there, and then you just pick those with the most amount of likes or most amount of followers, and that will get you started.
And okay, then another question is, so who is your favorite like people that you actually really follow for AI things?
I don't really follow any like particular person.
Okay.
Just when I open up YouTube, there are plenty of
So like
videos coming
everyone lah.
yes, everyone.
Like any news is news.
Any news is news. So I just browse through the videos because YouTube know what you like. There's an algorithm behind that know what you like. So whenever you open into YouTube, most of the videos, okay, that they think you will like will come up first. So for example, if I learn a lot about Python, then whenever there's a popular Python video that come out, it will actually be in your first page. That's how I learn every day.
So like, see, you're such a busy person. Where do you find the time to learn all these things?
Well, in fact, you can squeeze your time out. For example, you can wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, whereby there's no people disturbing you. Well, you can spend 1 hour reading or browsing the videos online. So that's what normally I do.
So you do
5:30,
like
6
1
o'clock.
hour,
1 hour
like
to
every
2
day.
hours. Yeah, and before sleep, maybe you can have like 1 or 2 hours of reading time or video time to improve yourself. Yeah, that's what I do every single day.
Okay, so now we talk about something a bit more chill lah. Okay, maybe not so chill, but not very AI related lah. So
Alright.
just now you mentioned about like we were talking about your work-life balance. So like you are like the founder of so many things. You work in so many businesses. You're always traveling. How do you find like motivation? What's your productivity habits? Yes,
Okay.
that's the word for it.
Right. Okay. In our company, in our team, we have this saying called work-life integration
Okay.
instead of work-life balance. Okay, we actually do not believe in work-life balance.
Yes.
What we believe is work-life integration. What do I mean by work-life integration? It means that your work is your life. Your life is your work. So when I'm working, I'm actually having my life.
Okay.
When I'm playing, I'm also working.
Okay.
Yes, so this is our philosophy.
Okay.
So there's in fact last time when some of the new agents joined me, they will say something like this: after work hour, like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, oh, we do not want to talk about work anymore. Then I say, then your likelihood of you become a very successful agent is very small. Why? Because you are thinking your work, no, your work is a work. Meaning after work hour you don't work anymore. But when we started the company, when we started this journey as a real estate agent, we discuss about work almost 24 hours a day. Whenever we meet our team members or we meet our partners, we'll discuss about work. We will discuss about properties. We'll discuss about how to grow the team. We'll discuss about what is the next trip to offer to our agents. So we integrate this into our life. And that's why a lot of people can become very successful.
Okay.
Because if you think work is a work, then you don't have the passion to do your work,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So when you say how do we balance, actually we combine everything together. So for example, when we are going to Bali, we just came back from Bali.
Yes.
Is it a work or is it a play?
Okay.
I would say it's both.
It's both.
Yes. When we are meeting our client, okay, we need to do presentation. Is it work or is it play? I would say both.
Both.
Yes. Because when we meet our client, I'm actually meeting a new friend.
So it's about your mindset lah.
Yes. I'm actually meeting a new person. I'm meeting a new friend. So whether I close the case or not, the relationship is there already.
Okay.
So I'll make use of that opportunity to build good relationship with everyone, with my clients. So a lot of my clients actually become my good friends. And then they will start buying properties from me, buying properties, referring their friends to buy properties from me. So you build a connection. So my thinking is that there's no work-life balance. It's work-life integration.
Okay.
Yes. So and whenever we are meeting our members, team members, or giving trainings, I also think that it's actually very fun. Yes, correct. Like now, we are in an interview, we are doing a podcast. It's also very fun, very interesting.
So it's something that you enjoy doing lah.
Yes. And with this kind of mindset, you can go very, very far. Because you no longer need to think about, oh, I'm working, I need to work today, I need to call these numbers. Because all this become a game. You're just playing a game of life. Then with this kind of mindset, you can go very far. You can become very successful.
I think this mindset is very good for like agents, like real estate agents, because like all of you, like you guys work for yourselves, and like these are like things that like even if you do like extra work, is also for yourself, that kind of thing, right? But for like let's say for like normal corporate working people, I think it's a bit hard to like have that mindset of, oh, like if I'm working after hours, then like, you know, it's fun. What's your thoughts on it, and if you have any advice, can you give any?
Okay, for people who are working for others, the same thing applies, really. Why? Because if you think of every task as a game and you want to like score on that game, you will think of a lot of ways to improve yourself, to make your work better. And then with that, actually, money will come. Why? Because now you're more capable. You know a lot more things. Then of course, your bosses or your leaders can actually see it. And then slowly but surely, okay, the reward, the financial reward will come.
Okay.
Okay, let me give you an example. For example, if I want to hire a programmer, okay, during the interview, I'll ask questions like, okay, what do you do during your free time? Then this programmer, he's very excited. During my free time, I have these sub-projects or programs that I wrote myself. I like to do programming. Okay, I do this project, I do that project. So you can see the passion. Then, when you want to offer the salary package, you offer something higher. Why? Because you know this guy is passionate about his job. So you are willing, as a boss or as a leader, you are willing to pay more for his time. So eventually, he can also grow very, very fast. Because for him, writing a program is no longer a work. It's his passion. So same for a photographer or a copywriter. Actually, I've met a lot of photographers who are very passionate about taking photos. Even during the free time, they will take photos of their girlfriend, go out there and take a lot of good photos. So taking photograph become his passion. It's no longer his job. So now when he's, let's say, looking for a job, a photographer job, the likelihood of him getting a very high paid job is also very high.
Understood.
And even if they don't work for others, they come out as a freelancer, they also get paid very well. It applies to a lot of jobs also. For example, copywriter. Okay, so people who are very passionate about writing good articles, they get paid very well. So work-life integration actually applies to both employees and also freelancer or even real estate agents. But if you are doing a lot of like repetitive jobs on a daily basis, then you need to think of a way how to automate all these tasks. Now with the tools, AI tools, a lot of these repetitive tasks can actually be automated. Then maybe you say, maybe I'm writing this Excel spreadsheet on a daily basis. Is it possible to ask a programmer to automate this for me? Then you can go and seek out resources to do this for you. And this become one of your passion also. Then when your boss asks you, hey, how come you are so productive? They say, okay, because I do this. Then the impression on you, people impression on you will be very high. And eventually, financial reward will come. This is what I believe, because I always tell my team member, do not chase after money, but focus on improving yourself and building values for both yourself and for others. And the financial reward will come eventually. It's same as chasing after a girl.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Let's say if I want to chase after a girl, okay, what should I do? I don't chase after her all the day, right? Every hour I text him and I say, hey, are you free to come out? Then she doesn't reply, then I text like 10 messages in 1 minute. You scare people away,
Yes.
right? You scare people away. But what I do, okay, I spend money on myself, okay? Having nice haircuts, wearing beautiful clothes, okay? Have good food, okay? Then
Self-care, like upskilling.
Yes,
also
upskilling yourself and then speak very well, speak professionally. Eventually, the girl will come after you. You don't have to chase after the girl.
Wow.
Right? So, money is the same. You don't chase after money, but you do what is necessary for the money to come after you. So there's a saying, they're saying if you want to catch a horse, you don't really go and catch the horse, but you tender your field very well. You have a lot of beautiful grass, okay, in your field, the horse will come. Or for butterflies, if you want butterflies to come to your garden, you don't chase after butterflies.
Yes.
But you put down the good seeds, tender your garden very well, where beautiful flowers come out, butterflies will eventually come.
Yes. I think there's a term for it. Like, I'm not sure if you know, like Gen Z term that's like, what? Attract, don't chase.
Yes. Attract and chase.
Attract, don't chase.
Correct.
Quote of the day. Okay. So, okay, now that we're like, let's go back to AI.
Alright.
Okay, so AI has been very popular, like you said, like ChatGPT. We've been talking about ChatGPT a lot, and then a lot of people use ChatGPT, and even like see Canva, they also have like AI generation. But then there are like certain limitations towards AI, which makes people less interested to use them, and one of them is like security breach. Like I'm pretty sure like Samsung recently they stopped all their employees from using ChatGPT because their news got leaked. So what's your thoughts on this?
Well, I think you need to use it smartly. Okay, it's the same for everything in life. Okay, there's a trade-off. Nothing is perfect, but this is a very good tools. Of course, whatever you fit in, you need to be smart yourself. If you know this information is sensitive and is not allowed to be public, then just change it. Don't use the exactly the same thing. For example, if you ask a questions, you don't put the exact name inside. you get the answer, then you change it yourself. So don't be so lazy that you copy everything yourself.
Yeah, be smart when you ask questions lah.
Just like social media. Social media is a very good tools. Okay, when you post things online, people like it and then people share it. Of course, then a lot of people say, oh, there's a security issue, then people can find you. Be smart about it, no? Don't post where you stay. Okay, don't post your car plate number. Don't post your IC number in the internet. So I think the user has to be responsible for what information that feed into the system.
Okay. And then like another thing is because like, you know, all these AI companies, all these websites, they actually take information from the internet, right? Like what if like, let's say I use the internet a lot, then I post pictures and all that, because I believe that there are fears where people say like, oh, what if the AI generated images are like, you know, they take my face, like somehow it looks like me, like what's your thoughts on all these like, you know, personal information security breach?
I think right now you need to strike a balance between like personal security or your privacy and also the usage of all these tools. For example, in Facebook, okay, if you post a lot of your photos and if you are very famous, people will use your photos. It's unavoidable. Unless you want to like be absolutely private, then don't post anything online. Okay, so my view is post something. Don't post something that is like private. Don't post yourself like naked in the. So it goes back to the same question. Be smart of what you are posting. Yes.
Okay.
And privacy is always going to be there. Okay. So when people copy your work or even copy your post or copy your face and post it online, be happy about it. That means you are famous.
Okay.
Right? If you're not famous. Nobody,
you're pretty like that lah. So people are using your face.
Yes, if you are not famous or you're not pretty or you're not good looking, nobody will take your photo. Okay? So just like in the old days, Microsoft Windows, there's a lot of privated copies in the market. So what did the company do? In the early stage, they actually have a lot of this. They enforce the rules. You have to use the original copy, but later they found out because my software is so good, people copy it. I should be happy about it because everybody is using it. At the end of the day, it formed a network. Then people cannot like quit the network anymore. For example, there are only two choices right now for normal consumer, either Mac or Windows. That's why Windows have captured the very big market right now. And for LV, it's the same thing. Last time they spent a lot of money to attack privacy, the fake bags. Okay, then some of the new employee come out, they say actually it's not necessary. Why? Because our bag is good. A lot of people want to copy. And people who actually copy our bag, who buy our fake bag, eventually when they have enough money, they will buy the real one. Okay. And they save LVs a lot of money on
branding,
on protecting their brand. They don't need, if you want to copy, go ahead and copy. But their profit actually goes up. So when you're saying about security, privacy, and how to be smart about that, I think be smart not to post your naked photos online, not to post anything sensitive online. And if you post something, your beautiful photo, and people use it, just be happy about it.
Okay.
Chill.
Okay. Yeah, because I think there's a lot of like, you know, there are a lot of people who has fears towards AI lah, and there are also like some bad experiences. There's actually one that I'm really curious about, because like, you know, face phishing, where like they put your face on like let's say a naked body, that kind of thing, and like it's actually not you, but they put it out there and people think it's you, and I feel like in that sense it's misuse of AI and all. So it's still out there. Do you think like, you know, the companies are working to mitigate this problem?
Yeah. The companies out there, they actually put a lot of censorship in the model itself. So for example, ChatGPT, if you ask him or ask it some sensitive information, is filtered. So the company out there, the big company, they are doing, they're working on this already.
Okay.
But like what you say, if you are afraid that your face got put into another naked body,
Yes.
of course, this one is a criminal.
Criminal offense.
It's a criminal offense. So, well, if that happened, really, you need to go and report to the police and let the authority to take action on all these people.
Okay.
So, what the government and the organization can do is to, if this thing happened, they look at it seriously and take down all this content. It's unavoidable.
Okay.
I mean, just like if you are on the street, you got robbed, it's a criminal offense. So, but can you avoid that? Yes, we can. You can reduce the chances of getting robbed by being smart, like not to walk on the street at night. But to totally stop all this thing, I think is very difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's difficult. So, but the government and I think all the big companies, they are taking this very seriously.
Okay. So in the end, like for like all these AI companies, it is still in pioneering stage, right? Actually, so they are still working on like protecting the users and also the people on the internet.
Yeah, it's actually quite well protected, I would say. If you go to ChatGPT and ask some illegal questions, like for example, how to make a bomb, you wouldn't be able to get the answer unless you trick it into answering it. So
You've tried it.
I tried it. I tried to trick it. Right? Sometimes you get your answer, sometimes you don't. But you can actually, if you think that something is not appropriate, you can actually report to the company, and then they will look into that issue.
Okay, so we can report it lah.
We can.
Okay. I think that's good lah. So at least there are some things where we can let the companies know on how they can improve their AI.
Yep.
Okay, so the last question of the day. So what is your real talk to businesses who doesn't want to try AI? What would you say to them to like, maybe encourage them or like at least tell them like, oh, they should hop on this or something?
I think all industries, all businesses should actually get into the bandwagon, the AI bandwagon. It's same like during the Industrial Revolution time, whereby people, before the Industrial Revolution, what's a mode of transport? People ride horses.
Yes.
Okay, when the Industrial Revolution comes, people start to have cars on the road. So imagine yourself at that era right now. You're a business, and then your business is to like sell horses, right? So when the cars come, your business is going to get affected.
Yes.
But can you say, because I want to protect my business, I want to stop the whole world from using cars?
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do that, right? So what should you do? You should actually revamp your business. Okay? Maybe from horses, you now start to sell cars. Or you actually brand your horses not as a mode of transportation, but as a hobby.
Yes,
So for business, it's the same thing. So if you're a copywriting company whereby people engage you to write articles, now you should think, how do I revamp my business? Okay, instead of saying, oh, we do not want to use AI because you make people unemployed. This is a trend, a mega trend that we cannot stop. So we need to embrace. And when we embrace that, okay, new opportunity will come up. Just like photographers, okay? What if a photographers now go and learn stable diffusion and combine with the photography skill and also the AI, we call it the diffusion model, you can produce something even better looking, even better quality, or even faster. Then you are changing your job. For a programmer, maybe you say, okay, I want to stop AI because it will affect my job. Don't do that. Embrace AI. Instead of creating one app a month, now I can create 100 apps a month. Right?
Yeah.
Then new opportunities will occur. So my advice, just now you say, my advice to businesses who refuse to take advantage of AI, you need to change your mindset. This thing is going to be here, and it's going to be very big, whether you like it or not. It's going for the next 10 years, all the AI-enabled company, okay, they will grab the market shares. All those who refuse to embrace, okay, they will be left off. So yeah, embrace AI.
Embrace AI. Okay, yes. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Dave.
thank
Like
you.
we love your content, like your like all of the things that you have said, like embracing AI, your work life not balance,
Integration.
integration,
Integration, yeah.
yes. So like I hope that our audience has finished this whole episode, and also I hope that you guys found it enjoyable and also found this insightful. Yes, so that's done. Be sure to subscribe to IQI Global's YouTube channel, and you can listen to this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. So that's all. We'll see you on the next CXO Real Talk Breakfast Show. See you next time.
Bye-bye.